Good morning, people. Nakusha, Sierra Leoneans, non-Sierra Leoneans out there. Just thought I should do a short video based on a few things that I've seen floated around over social media in the last few days or so. I've seen a spate of attacks, allegedly by SLPP party supporters on APC party supporters, and I personally find it quite disturbing, hence the need for making this video, and also quite disappointing. We as Sierra Leoneans have been through a hell of a lot over the last 20 or 30 years or so, to be having individuals trying to take us back to a state of civil unrest. My disappointment comes from the fact that I'm not seeing enough, or anyone for that matter, coming out and openly criticizing these attacks. Credit to where it's due. I saw a statement from the newly elected president saying that he doesn't approve of the civil unrest. But that aside, we as a people should be the ones that are condemning these attacks. We've been in a similar situation to this before, when we had the Civil War, where people are finding reasons to justify violence against another person. Over the last few days, I've seen people's livelihoods get destroyed. I've seen party buildings get burned down, people's houses get burnt down, pictures of people's cars being stoned. What people fail to realize is what you're destroying is the little infrastructure that's there before. And again, this is somewhere where we've been prior to the Civil War. The Sierra Leone I grew up in Montague Street by Bombay Market, we had electricity that used to come on and off, but it was there. We had a working telephone line. It wasn't an issue contacting the outside world. Running water was never a problem. Water straight into the house, top and bottom. And again, this was a reflection of the environment at the time. And on Sunday, the market would be closed. We'll start flying kites on the high streets and just have fun. Now, we had the war, and several people went about and they destroyed that little infrastructure that's there. In 2018, this is exactly what this scenario reminds me of. People are out there trying to destroy the little infrastructure that's there. People's livelihoods have been destroyed. Those market women, Abacha streets that have been attacked, and people in Kenema that have been attacked, their livelihoods have been destroyed. And I'm disappointed that people are doing it in the name of politics. As far as I'm aware, and I stand to be corrected, I've never heard any SLPP or APC or any of the other party leaders in the past ever say, go and attack someone because of the name of the party. And if you know any individuals that are out there doing that, then please tell them they are stupid. Yeah? There's no reason to be attacking someone because of a party ideology. Not in the slightest. Not to be destroying the country and taking it backwards when we all desperately want to be taking the country forward. It's 2018. It's April. Look out my window right now in London. It's freezing and it's cold. It's raining. This is the best summer that we're ever going to get. So many of us, we want to see our country be doing better. So you as Sierra Leoneans that are out there, please, these attackers, I expect you to come out and condemn them. I expect you to show your disgust, show your disapproval of it. I've had some people saying it's justified because when APC were in power, they did this, 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 and this. But like I said, as far as I'm aware, I've never heard that. And even if that's the case, if a previous regime has done something that you don't approve of, don't come into power and then do the same thing, because as soon as your time is up and someone else comes over, they will be seeking to do the exact same thing that you did to those previous people. So, guys, we need to think about how we're going to be getting ourselves in a situation where we can do better. The consequences of this civil unrest, which is the main thing that kind of spurred me to kind of make this video, Sierra Leone's reputation is a fragile one. There are people who don't know much about Sierra Leone, who've never visited Sierra Leone, but when they hear Sierra Leone, they're going to either think of the Civil War situation, the Ebola situation, or most recently, the mudslide situation. So we don't want to be adding civil unrest to that, because we are going to be robbing ourselves of a potentially better future. There are many investors out there now who are pouring money into Africa because it's a growing economy. If that investor has a choice between going to, say, Ghana, Gambia, Nigeria, Angola, or any of the other African countries against Sierra Leone, which is unstable, what do you think they're going to do? They're not going to choose Sierra Leone. Thereby, we're denying ourselves of that investor's money. But worse yet, let's say a Sierra Leonean gets given a loan by one of the financial institutions out there to go and do something in Sierra Leone. That person is going to have a higher interest rates because they're taking money into a country that is unstable. What that means for that investor is they are not going to be able to see the returns of their investments. So therefore, if they want to pour more money back into Sierra Leone, they're having to take several steps back. Tourism, for example, if we create a scenario where our country is known as an unstable country, people who want to go on holiday to Africa, who want to go and enjoy the sunshine, there are many, many English people in this land that we're in who can't wait to go to African countries to enjoy the sunshine. Gambia, they love it. But if our country is unstable, why would they want to come to us? So please, those of you who are Sierra Leoneans out there, I'm begging you to please come out and condemn these attacks. Be vocal. Forget your party politics for the moment. Forget APC, forget SLPP. Come out and condemn these attackers. Don't allow these people to take your country backwards. Because if you allow them to take your country backwards, I promise you, you're all going to regret it. Some people who are not in Sierra Leone, they're not going to feel it as much. Because you know why? We're in safer environments. But those of you who live in Sierra Leone, you are going to feel it a lot more. So please, don't just sit back and allow people to kind of wreck and destroy the country. The word is already out there. Al Jazeera, has already done a small report on the incidents in Sierra Leone. They are always going to be kind when it comes to how they deliver their news. What we don't want to happen is to have the other news outlets, the other media outlets get a grip of this, because the narrative is going to be African country civil unrest. It's the same type of negative reporting that we've had for decades, which means they get to dictate what goes on in your country. There's going to be a hell of a lot of manipulation in your country. So please, I'm begging you, my people, let's take responsibility. Let's come out as a unit, as one people, and just kind of knock this on the head right now. Anyway, let me go enjoy the rain and turn up a bit of music for you guys. Have a nice day, yeah? Peace.